So we're back here again at Ryan Carr's property. Originally it was a single family dwelling, and now he's actually not just converting it into a accessory apartment as far as a basement apartment goes, but he's actually doing what he calls a vertical split on it. If you want to learn more about that, just check back on our latest videos. But we're here at the property right now. We're about 2, maybe 3 weeks into this project, and as you can see from the last time we were here, there's been a lot of development. So Ryan, let's go ahead and show us that property.
Yeah, so here we are. Thanks for the introduction. Basically, what we got going on here is the same property that we looked at in the previous episode. So between then and now is a big change inside. We got a lot of framing done. The inspection's been passed, which is cool. We've got a spaghetti factory wiring running through the place because when we took this property over, everything was right back to the studs, no plumbing, no wiring, no HVAC. Everything had to be put in, and all from brand new. So we took the opportunity to split the hydro panels, to put in 2 furnaces, to put in 2 water meters, to do 2 driveways, to do everything completely separate right from the get-go, which makes it really user-friendly for the tenant moving forward. But what you can see behind us, we've got a little bit of green board up in the bathroom, which is just the beginnings of it, basically. This is the bathroom. We're standing here in the living space, and just as we tour through the property, we can talk about a few things that might be more noteworthy in your typical renovation, and maybe we'll go from there. So why don't we start over here in the kitchen? See over here, there's some white wires hanging from the ceiling. There's some yellow wires hanging from the ceiling. You can hear the trades going in the background. It is a busy house today. This is the real deal. This is how it goes. We got yellow wiring, that's a 20 amp circuit. We've got white wiring, which is a 15 amp circuit. Sometimes it's a split plug, sometimes it's just a straight 15 amp general. Depends on where you're wiring. In a kitchen, typically they're split. We've gone with a single fixture here and a single fixture there as opposed to potlights, just for cost effectiveness. Downstairs, we'll talk about potlights. We're going pots down there, which frees up a bit of headroom, but here we got 8-foot ceilings, we're good. Some of the plumbing has been roughed in the background, which is great. We've got the vents, we've got the drains done. Over here we got stackable laundry, we've got some supplies, we've got some venting, we've got 1.5 inch, 2 inch pipe, depending on what we need for code. That's good. Edward, the plumber.
I'm gonna ask you something.
Right, so we just got, we'll pick up there. It's all good. This is the real deal. This is actually what takes place on a daily basis. We get in by trades. We get inspection timing issues. Like I was saying before, we do have the trades here today. HVAC is in the basement. Plumbing is in the basement. We have subcontractors outside. We're everywhere today. So this is a real life situation. Like I said before, we're in the kitchen. We've got the stackable laundry here, a closet in behind. We have the bathroom on the far exterior wall. We got the open concept living space, right? And then we have the entryway. These guys have 2 doors. One stair comes up, one stair goes down. Ideal for bringing in furniture and not scuffing the walls, because you got to think about how the tenants are going to bring in their furniture and their belongings. So minimal damage is always a positive. How about we check out the basement? Okay, so what we got going down here, 2 furnaces are installed. A lot of the ducting is done. We talked about the waterproofing and some of the framing and stuff like that last time. That's all the stuff you see on the exterior perimeter walls. That's a dimple membrane that keeps the water outside and down into a drain underneath the floor. Up above me, this is the return. This is the supply, right? You've got to have a return and a supply so that you get that convection current coming through the house, so that hot air comes in and goes out, or cold air comes in and hot air comes out, right? Make sure that's good and fresh for the entire house. 2 furnaces in this property, which is really cool. Keeps all of the tenants, keeps their noise in each unit, doesn't travel through the ducting, keeps any smells that may happen in each unit. Nothing gets transferred through. It's better for fire protection as well. The cities love to see that.
And the most important thing is they're going to be able to control their own thermostat.
That's it. That's it. I mean, you
the biggest complaint.
Set your own heat. That's great.
Awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so we're in the bedroom here. This is the master side of things. We've shortened up the bulkhead as best as possible because we're trying to think about not just how we can make a property function, but how it's going to look when we're all done. So cosmetics is a big part of all the rough-in supplies for everything from ducting to plumbing to electrical to closet space. All of that stuff really makes a difference for the final function of the space. Right? So shrinking up on the bulkheads is always a good plan. We've done this one as short as possible to give extra head height for over top of a bed or a extra tall dresser or something like that. So we're thinking about the way the tenants will live. Over on this side, not a ton is taking place over here because all the mechanics are on in this room. So what we've got going on here, we're going with potlights because it shrinks up the head height and Over here, we're also doing potlights. Potlights are the best way to go for a basement, in my opinion. Sometimes they need to be fire rated. Before you go ahead and run them in. Again, this is a real life day. This is full trades today, so let's go. We can talk about over on this side as well. Follow me through.
All right. So right here is your separation wall, right?
Yeah, so we got the fire separation wall here. We've doubled up on the insulation between the bedroom and this bathroom for sound separation. We only needed a 2x4 studded wall, but we went with 2x6 plus a 2x4 so that we can get that extra couple bats of rocks all in. Because you got to think on this side, if they're showering, maybe they work nights. On this side, maybe they work days. If they're opposite shifts, you want to keep the noise separate in each unit, keep it all contained as best as you can. So now what we have going on this side, again, we got the kitchen space here, open concept living room, stackable laundry, and a closet. So over on this side, we'll talk a little bit about the plumbing here. If you want to just spin around, you can take a peek. Typical plumbing construction for new building code, you need a minimum 2-foot leg of 2-inch ABS up from your drain point, right, which we have. Okay, this all gets inspected. You have to have it by code. That's what it is. What comes off the top of the drain is a vent. You need to have air behind water so that your drains don't bubble, right? They'll kind of bloop, 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 and bubble, and they won't drain. So you got to have that too. This is your water supplies. This is called the laundry box, right? So if your valves ever drip, right, or your hoses have a bad connection, it'll actually catch this lip in this laundry box and go right into the drain. So that's kind of a leak prevention measure that we do, especially when you're putting laundry on the main floor, right? Sometimes you can do a drip pan as well underneath the appliance. I really like that on 2-story homes where you've got your appliances on the top, because if your washer leaks, it's going right down to the basement. So, gravity will prevail there. Hydro over here, that's a 220 plug for the dryer. That's a 110 plug for the washer. Both are on their own circuit. In behind, we've got a boot closet and coat closet for winter coats, boots, and all the stuff that you would typically have in a single-family home or a duplex or anything like that. Any living space. Over on this side in the back corner, we've got not only living space, but we've also got the electrical breaker panel. So like we were talking about before, every unit has their own breaker panel, 100 amp service per side. That's going to be in its own closet. Now you need to have, I think it's at least a meter or just above that in front of the panel cleared. So what we've done is we put the door in front, so when you open the door, you've got tons and tons of space to actually service that and meet code. That's a good way to put a panel in a closet, right? You can't have any obstructions or anything like that. You can't use it for clothing. Right, but that is a good way to keep it nice and tight, keep it all summed up, and when you have to service it, it's there and it's ready for you. Over on this side here, we've wired for things, again, the spaghetti factory up in the ceiling of lights. We're going flush mount lights. We've wired for things like lights for up the driveway. We need those to meet building code as well. Right, so because we're doing 2 driveways on this side, or 2 driveways, 1 on either side of the house, for the second driveway, we need a light that illuminates the footpath to get into the property. So that's a building code requirement. So we need to have that. That's going to be on a 3-way switch, I believe, from over on that side and somewhere else in the building. We need lights that are on 3-way switches at the top of the stairs and the bottom of the stairs. That's important. That's also building code, right? So that you can light the path on the way up or on the way down. That's good. Also, having bedrooms in the basement is kind of cool. You don't have to come upstairs to turn it on, to turn off our lights. R12 insulation in this wall. That's a 6mm poly vapor barrier, right? That's just a plastic membrane that goes up to keep any humid, moist, warm air inside the house from condensing in behind the walls, right? What'll happen, just like when you're in the shower, say you have a glass shower stall, right? All the steam from inside condenses and cools on that glass wall because it's hot, warm, moist air, right? That'll condense and cool, but that same thing will happen in your house, but when it takes place behind any insulation, it goes moldy because it doesn't have a chance to dry, right? So really important you have that, either that or a 2-pound spray foam that acts as an insulator and a vapor barrier, so you can go either or. Spray foam is great, but it's more expensive. We always do that in the basement because controlling moisture in the basement is always more difficult than on a main floor. So those are some of the tips and tricks that we do there. Again, 2x6 firewall construction, rock salt, fireproof insulation, all that stuff. Up there, if you can see right up at the top, because we are a vertical split, something that we haven't talked about yet is the way that we've insulated all the way up to the roof. Okay, those metal bars on the studding, that's called resilient channel. You need that for sound and fire separation. The brown bats in between the studs, that's rock salt. You need that for fire separation and sound as well. And because we are a vertical split as opposed to a horizontal split like your typical basement apartment, right? You need to insulate right up for a firewall through to the roof. Whereas in your basement apartment, you'd be insulating the floors to keep the sound and fire suppressed in one unit or the other. So that's a couple of tips and tricks on how you do a vertical split. And again, while we're up there, you see some of the venting for plumbing and stuff like that. And a lot of the wires. When we're open like this, it's a really good opportunity to make sure that everything checks out for structure, everything checks out for wiring, HVAC, plumbing, all that stuff. Before we put up any drywall, vapor barrier, anything like that, it's a really good time for all those trades to get in there because they're not shoehorned in an attic covered in itchy insulation, stuff like that. So it saves you money, saves you time, and you get a better product when you're all done.
Awesome. Yeah, contractors do not get happy when you put them up in the attic.
It's true.
For the insulation. Nobody likes that job.
It's hot, it's cold, it's itchy, it's tight, it's dark.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. Yeah.
I just want to take us downstairs there and we'll check out the bedrooms of this unit.
For sure, let's go.
So you've got a furnace on the way down the stairs here. That's just a temporary thing?
Yeah, this is just for construction heat. Like we were talking about earlier in some of the other videos, we got 2 furnaces in this property. So 2 gas meters services everything, one per side of the house. This guy here was the existing furnace in the home. We're just using it for construction heat for now because depending on the day, it could be minus 15 or plus 3 like today. So you never know what you're gonna get.
Nice. So that's the stairs down there. Right here we have a bathroom.
Correct. We got the bathroom over here for the rearmost unit.
Okay.
Right. 1 bathroom, 2 basement and bedrooms in this property in the back with the living space and kitchen upstairs.
Nice.
We always go with full-size tubs wherever possible. The full-size tub is a perk, especially when you're thinking about who your tenant's going to be. Right. So if your tenant's anybody, single mom, somebody with kids, single dad, single parent in general, or somebody with animals, they want to be able to do laundry if the washing machine's broken, or wash their dog, or make sure they bathe their kids properly, or just take a bath. So it's multi-purpose. Okay, so over here, up above us, we got some plumbing coming in the back unit for the rough-in upstairs. We're talking about kitchen. We're talking about stackable laundry, all 2-inch, properly vented up through the attic. Right. Again, waterproofed on this side. This is 1 bedroom. We built in a dresser nook over here, which kind of naturally came about from the width of the bathtub and the toilet. Right. Again, pot lights up above us, and this is something that's really cool. Underneath the stairs where the furnace is situated, not under the stairs, under the landing. You're not allowed to have a gas-fired appliance under the stairs. Underneath the landing there, the piping is coming behind the stairs through a dummy wall, and then feeding stairs, piping it up underneath the beam, and then onto that side, we will only have a single trunk for heat, which is really cool. And then over down bottom, rather than running the cold air return up that side, like we were talking about with the heat, we're running the cold air return down across the base, right? It's coming out this joist cavity, piping up this joist cavity, using the cavity as the actual return. It gets panned on both sides. And then comes up to the railing up above, which is basically a dry-walled half wall, like a knee wall, right? That keeps this ducting low. It's got a low pickup, which is good. It's got 1 for upstairs, which is good, right? Keeps that convecting current going through the house, which you need for preparation.